We have another guest from the panel, JoAnn Mitchell, who's from Sandvik-Coromant in Fairlawn, Bergen County, the infamous, famous Bergen County. JoAnn is Senior Project Manager at Sandvik, and she's here tonight helping to get the message out about the hiring of veterans in the manufacturing sector. Thank you for joining us, JoAnn.
Thank you for having me, Luke. Good evening.
Good evening. So tell me how Sandvik has been involved. Tell me how Sandvik has been involved in this project that NJIT has come up with.
We work a great deal with the Manufacturing Institute as well as NJIT. In fact, we have several NJIT alumni as part of our team here in New Jersey. So NJIT is always somewhere in the picture, even if it's one of the alumni saying, I know a school. And we are a partner with Dream It, Do It as well, and many of the other pieces of the Talent Network. And I have the honor of serving on the Mechaforce team as part of their advisory board.
Could you explain Mechaforce a little bit deeper for me?
I'd be happy to. Mechaforce is a combined education and working program so that people who have talent and skills who want to continue their education can be employed in very good jobs here in New Jersey, full-time, and still continue their education at one of our very fine community colleges who are affiliated with the Mechaforce program that's run from NJIT through the Talent Network. So you can have a job, a life, and an education all at once.
One of the things that we at Manufacturing Talk Radio have come across is that the skills gap and the fact that there's so many vacant jobs here in the United States, something like 3.5 million, and probably going to get worse due to the fact that the population is decreasing, the gray hairs are leaving one way or another. And my question is, how do they get the message out to both the manufacturer and get it to those who have 10, 15 years, but they don't have a career anymore? They've lost their job. The coal industry, what are we going to do with the coal workers, as an example? In Mechaforce, do you have more senior individuals in the program, or are they primarily student age?
Most of the people currently in Mechaforce are student age, the newer generation coming up. It is, however, an education program, and our community colleges serve that entire population. That is part of their mission. So anyone who has an interest and a desire can certainly acquire the skills. And you bring up a great point about so many open jobs. We are missing a lot of those skills. As we mentioned earlier on the panel, the technology is changing, and one of the key points is, as our two colleagues who are veterans working in a high-tech industry brought up, they came out of the services fully trained across a wide dimension of machining parameters, where they could step into a civilian job at a very high level and use those skills. And there are a lot of tools now for manufacturers to help find people who have these talents and fill some of those open jobs.
When you say there are many tools, are you talking about basically the internet or government agencies or what have you?
All of the above. There are some very fine government agencies, even here in New Jersey, on the Joint Base, the old McGuire Air Force Base, now McGuire Joint Base, has job fairs. Lots of times service members will come out with an MOS, which is an acronym for their service level, what they actually have been trained to do. Now you can Google that, and an employer or manufacturer can come out with a description of what that actually means. And there's some very fine organizations here. Of course, Ray Vicari at the New Jersey Talent Network is a resource for reaching out to other organizations who can help manufacturers bring veterans, qualified veterans, into the jobs that they have open.
JoAnn, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it, and I like seeing you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.